Line.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening again. I'm Steve Hensley.
And I'm Neil Middleton.
Kentucky State Police are asking for help finding a missing Pike County man.
26-year-old Michael Fogelman has been missing for more than 1 week. Here is a picture of Fogelman. Troopers say he was last seen in the Prestonsburg area on November 12th. He is described as 6 feet tall, 188 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. If you have any information about the case, you can call KSP Post 9 at 606-433-7711.
A former Eastern Kentucky sheriff is set to appear in court early next week. Mickey Steins was indicted by a Letcher County grand jury on 1 count of murder in connection with the death of District Judge Kevin Mullins. Steins will be arraigned in the Letcher County Circuit Courtroom on Monday at noon.
Well, it was a chilly start to the weekend. We had highs in the 30s and 40s. One place only made it to the freezing mark, and that city, I should say, was Moorhead. Made it to 32. 39 was the high in Irvin. Otherwise, 40s from Monticello down to Jacksboro, back up to London. Harlan made it to 41. 37 was the high in Hazard. This is a scene right now at the London Corbin Airport. This time yesterday, we had snow on the grass. Now that's out of here. As again, we had temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Harlan is sitting at 40. 42 is the current temperature in London. We're at 37 in Hazard, 38 in Jackson, as well as Prestonsburg. Pikeville, good evening to you. You're at 35 degrees. Live pinpoint Doppler radar showing a little bit of rain, and we'll talk more about that in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. Neil and Steve.
All right, Eric, thank you. Pink Weekend kicked off today in downtown Hazard.
WYMT's Amelia Lee has the details from this year's event.
This is the second year the city of Hazard has promoted local businesses during Pink Weekend, an offshoot of the National Pink Friday movement, to promote local shopping before Black Friday.
To capture some of those holiday shopping dollars before people go out and spend at big box stores.
Downtown coordinator Bailey Richards says business owner Julia Smith was instrumental in starting the event last year.
This year it has grown, almost doubled in size. Last year we had 21 businesses and this year we have 37.
Smith says it is special for her to be able to see her customers during Pink Weekend and for them to support local in the process.
This is our day and we love it. And the best thing about our small business owners here in Hazard is we're truly a family and we all work together.
Richard says the economy of Hazard is positively impacted when folks shop local, with some businesses breaking sales records for the weekend last year.
68 cents of every dollar spent locally stays in the community that you spend it in. So if you spend money online, it might be cheaper, but that money is just gone. That money does not circle back into your community.
Some small business owners even have plans to make the rounds to other storefronts.
Yeah, maybe a goal of yours to go to all of them?
Yes, I want to see what we have, so I can tell people when they come here, I say, hey, have you checked this place out?
A time to shop local sales before Black Friday. In Perry County, Amelia Lee, WYMT, Mountain News.
You can find the full list of participating locations plus the different sales for Pink Weekend on the City of Hazard's Facebook page. There will also be free horse and carriage rides as well as a meet and greet with Santa on Saturday.
Well, an Eastern Kentucky native has announced his 2024 Christmas tour. Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder will make 13 stops throughout the country. The first date is on December 6th in Tucson, Arizona. Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder will perform at 2 places in Kentucky, at the EKU Center for the Arts in Richmond on December 10 and at the Louisville Palace on December the 20th.
Neil, congratulations on an outstanding career. You know, the greatest broadcaster of all time, your fellow Harlan County and Kaywood Ledford, ended his final broadcast by quoting Adolph Rupp and saying, "To those who have gone down the glory road with me, my eternal thanks." And I'm eternally thankful that our roads intersected. You've made an immeasurably positive impact on my career, and more importantly than that, you've made me a better man. God bless you, and we wish you the best of luck in this next phase of your life and career.
Hey Neil,
What a wonderful career and an amazing legacy that you are leaving at WYMT. I remember back to the first day we met over 27 years ago. Wow, that's a long time. I think about the wonderful times that we had together, some great memories. We went through some really difficult times together too, but through it all, I have always admired your passion and your desire to tell the stories of the people of Eastern Kentucky.
Download Investigate TV for your Roku and Amazon Fire devices.
So the rain that was picked up on live pinpoint Doppler radar is going to continue in the forecast as we go throughout the evening hours. That's why rain is lit up yellow on your first alert. Patchy fog is not out of the question as we go throughout the overnight hours into the first part of your Saturday morning. Temperatures right now in the 30s and 40s. We're at 38 in Jackson, 37 Hazard, 44 in Manchester, 42 in London. Middlesboro, good evening to you. You're at 44. 39 is the current temperature in Jonesville. The ARH 7-day forecast for your weekend is always in view. Takes us to 47 for the day on Saturday, and here's how we get there. We'll start the day off with temperatures in the mid-40s by the 11 o'clock hour. We'll go to 47 by 1 p.m. We'll hover right around 46, 47 as we go throughout the afternoon and early evening hours. Sunday, we go to 58 degrees with mostly sunny skies, and here's why we'll stay mostly sunny for Sunday. We'll see a lot of cloud cover for Saturday. Then watch what happens Saturday night going into Sunday. That cloud deck disappears, paving the way for mostly sunny skies, which allows that daytime heating for the day on Sunday. All eyes around Thanksgiving Day, though. Look at that temperature, 49 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and first alert you to rain chances for Wednesday night going into Thursday for Thanksgiving. So if you have travel plans across the Midwest, make sure you keep it tuned here to WYMT for the latest travel forecast as we go throughout the Thanksgiving week. That's the latest first alert forecast.
Hey Neil, it's Cameron over in Tallahassee, Florida. I just want to give you a big thank you for everything. You gave me my start in this industry. You took a chance on a country kid from Alabama, and for that I am forever grateful. Your dedication to Eastern and Southern Kentucky is unmatched. So once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you ever need a beach day in the Sunshine State, I'm your guy. Thanks, Neil.
Hey Neil, Andrew here. First off, just congrats on the chapter and everything you left behind in Eastern Kentucky. I know WYMT and that community is not going to be the same without you at the leadership role. Of course, with that being said, I'm not sure what's next, but maybe at the beach. We'd love to see you down here in Myrtle Beach. Once again, just thank you for everything you've done for me, and can't wait to see what that next chapter looks like for you and Steph.
WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
In the 15th region, the Prestonsburg Black Cats enter the 2024 season under new leadership, but we introduce in the next DQ round ball preview. Prestonsburg finished last season 17-15 overall and will be under new leadership as Harold Tackett takes over. The Black Cats will be young but have gained confidence during the offseason that they hope will push them ahead of the competition.
We've grown a lot. We've came together as a team. We've bonded a lot, and I see our guys doing big things this season.
It's a long season, so just taking the bumps and rolling with them. There's going to be ups and downs, but just improving every week. Every practice.
We've just been taking it one step at a time. Every practice just trying to get better, trying to focus in on the little things. And by the end of March, we want to be at our best.
I mean, we're just going to play hard. Like, that's our number one thing. We put all of our focus, like they said, we say that we're going to eat effort, attitude, and toughness, and then we're just going to play hard all game long.
The last couple of years, we like some leadership, but these guys are stepping up because they have a goal that, they want to accomplish.
On the other side of the coverage area, another Mountain athlete signed to play at the next level. Knox Central's Hallie Collins signed to play college basketball at U-Pike. Collins averaged a team-leading 23 points and 13 rebounds for the Lady Panthers last season. And finally, the region finals kick off all across Kentucky here in just a few minutes. Make sure to please hang out with us for the recap on ARH Sports Overtime later tonight. That's to look at sports, but as you may be catching on, we are celebrating the legacy of WYMT's Neil Middleton, who not only gave me my start in broadcast, but so many young journalists through the years.
I was thinking the other night about how many careers you've helped jumpstart, how many careers you've set into motion by giving folks an opportunity at WYMT and what that has meant to journalism in general.
Neil, I just wanted to say thank you for taking a chance on a young 25-year-old.
21 years ago this month, in fact, you had a big role in me becoming a part of the WYMT family.
Thank you for taking a chance on me and pairing me with a group of talented individuals who I continue to treasure to this day.
Thank you for taking a chance on me all the way back as an intern in 2007.
Thank you for helping me get to where I am today. You are a big part of helping my dreams come true.
And I just feel so lucky to have been a part of the story of Eastern Kentucky and Neil Middleton.
I would never have met Cass, and I would certainly not have the people I have in my life if it weren't for you taking a chance on me all those years back. I know Cass feels the same way.
Thank you for training journalists like me with an invaluable sense of service, of decency, and doing our jobs, important jobs, the right way.
In Ecclesiastes 3, the Bible says, "For everything there is a season, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to grieve and a time to dance." My season here at WYMT has come to an end. It's been my privilege and honor to serve you in these mountains that I love so dearly. During the last 4 decades, I've met so many wonderful people. I've made lifelong friends inside and outside these walls. I've met many of you on the best day or the worst day of your lives. We've prayed together, we've cried tears of anguish, and we've cried tears of joy. I ran into a lady not long ago, and she asked if I remembered the day her home almost flooded. I did. I remembered standing in her driveway as we watched the rising water inch closer and closer to her home. We stood there and we prayed together for her safety and prayed that her home would be spared. Thankfully, it was. There are countless more memories like that one. This journey has allowed me to share your inspirational stories of hope and survival, and you have inspired me. You have also inspired countless young reporters who moved to Eastern Kentucky for their very first jobs. They moved here knowing very little about our region or our culture, but they quickly fell in love with these mountains and our people. Throughout the decades, we've seen the good times, and we've seen some unimaginably hard times, and we know that more hard times are on the way. And each time we support one another with a helping hand, with love and compassion, because it is an Appalachian tradition, neighbors helping neighbors. As you've heard me say so many times before, we do it because that's what we mountain folk do. We show love through our prayers, our energy, our time, and our money when needed. As one of my Harlan County classmates wrote, "It is who we are. It is our way of life. We are Appalachian by name, by nature, and by choice." I don't know what the future holds, but I know this. WYMT's call letters mean we're your mountain television, and that will not change. And for me, this is not goodbye, but thank you. I want to thank all of the people who I've had the honor and the privilege to work with here at WYMT. You made me better, and you are what makes WYMT so very, very special. You are what makes this a mountain family. And I want to thank you, the viewers, for trusting me and WYMT for nearly 4 decades. It's been my honor and privilege to serve you, and wherever this road leads, I will continue to fight for Eastern Kentucky, and I will fight for you and these beautiful mountains that I so dearly love. This isn't a journey that we walk alone. We walk it together as friends, as neighbors, as one big mountain family, because again, that's what we mountain folk do. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him, none of this would have been possible. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and I love you.
Yesterday on the House floor, Congressman Hal Rogers paid tribute to Neil and his nearly 38 years of service to WYMT, Gray Media, and Eastern Kentucky. It is now part of the congressional record, which is stored at the Library of Congress.
As Neil closes the chapter of his career at WYMT, I want to express my deepest gratitude for his unwavering commitment and loyalty to Kentucky's Appalachian region. With every breath, he has advocated for growth and development in the mountains. Neil should take great pride in his efforts to make southern and eastern Kentucky a better place to live. Thank you.
Neil, I just want to say personally, thank you. I'm not sure I would have made it without your leadership and guidance, especially in my 10 years as news director. People have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. And you've been a strong advocate, as you've already heard from so many people, for Eastern Kentucky, and a mentor for so many. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and thank you. I mean, it's been an honor and a privilege, and I mean, there just aren't words to say what WYMT in Eastern Kentucky means and what everybody here means. I want to shake your hand. It's been such a privilege standing here with you on election night during some of the best times in the region and some of those worst times that we know. But it's just been an honor and a privilege, and I just all I can say is thank you. It's about you.
Now, sort of a montage of This Is Your Life, Neil Middleton.
Cumberland Valley reporter Neil Middleton was at this morning's news conference. Hi, Neil.
Hello, Tony and Joanne. 6 Middlesboro council seats that are up for re-election will be on the November ballot after a surprise move this morning by members of the city council. This week's inaugural events has made them instant ambassadors for Kentucky. In Washington, Neil Middleton, 57 Mountain News. Thank you, Tony. I'm in Middlesboro with Mike Bowling, who just defeated Bell, Whitley County's representative incumbent. Good evening. I'm Neil Middleton. Tony has the night off.
The 5th District is one of the poorest in the nation, and President Bush played on the fears that Bill Clinton would try to raise taxes.
Tony, Susan, more than 18,000 visitors are expected to descend on Pineville for tomorrow's festivities.
We'll keep a lot of mixed emotions coming up for this game Saturday, especially down in Harlan. You're from Harlan. Who are you cheering for? Let's put you on. I'll talk to you later. We'll talk about it. All right.
Again, the mood here very solemn. It started off fast for the Republicans, but that momentum has now faded. Back to you.
All right, Neil. Thank you very much.
Well, I talked to the tunnel manager just a few moments ago, and he said he's never seen this much traffic on a Friday night. He said they're coming out for one thing, and that's to see this tunnel. Well, Tony, the president's helicopter just flew overhead to the delight of this capacity crowd. As you mentioned, more than 30,000 people expected to be here in downtown Hazard to hear his address today. How do we protect our borders? And Mike, what about the 12 million illegal aliens who are already here?
Neil, this is the biggest issue facing the country today.
We're certainly glad to be with you tonight as we honor those who have served to make the mountain region a better place for all of us to live.
We are continuing our special election coverage throughout the night here on WYMT.
That's right. State officials say voter turnout has been a little low, possibly due to a rainy morning, but they say weather hasn't slowed down calls to the vote fraud hotline. Kentucky's new governor, Steve Beshear, is celebrating and talking about the work that's ahead for his administration. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Neil Middleton. Thanks for joining us for this inaugural edition of WYMT Mountain News First at 4. It's hard to believe that we've been doing newscasts from this studio now for 25 years. The technology and faces of WYMT may have changed, but the original dream for WYMT and our commitment to serving the mountains remains the same as it was on that very first day. Daylight brought a new look at the deadly destruction that has ripped a path through Kentucky.
In so many communities, it has been a stunning sight.
Is this first debate the most critical for Mitt Romney?
I think it is.
I'm standing here with former Republican National Committee Chairman Mike Duncan. Mike, thanks for joining us tonight. And welcome to a special edition of WYMT Mountain News at noon as we launch our first ever high-definition newscast. There's a new crop of
seniors who are looking to the future, and this is a way for us to reach out and help those students achieve their hopes and their dreams.
Jordan Smith's incredible journey left a lasting impact far beyond his powerful vocals and humble personality. Now it's time for us to take that same sense of excitement and unity and break down county and political barriers, to work together to create one strong, one unified, one Eastern Kentucky. It's been a long, exhausting 2 weeks for so many of you. Those mourning and trying to put their lives back together, for those trying to begin rebuilding, and for those who are helping. The days, the work, the despair, it seems endless. Yet out of the anguish springs forth faith, hope, and the smile of a 4-year-old little girl finding a lucky penny in the mud.
Good evening again. I'm Steve Hensley.
And I'm Neil Middleton.
Welcome inside our Decision Kentucky headquarters.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. It is my hope and prayer that this holiday season that you will celebrate the joy of that very first Christmas. Also, on behalf of everyone here at WYMT, I want to thank you for sharing each and every day with us and for placing the trust in us that you do each and every day. So from our mountain family to yours, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Neil Middleton, I just wanted to send you a quick message to tell you congratulations on such a wonderful career at WYMT. I feel like if people are around you for longer than 5 minutes, they're going to know 2 things about you, and that is how much you love Eastern Kentucky and how much you love WYMT. So congratulations, and may God bless you on all your future endeavors.
Hey Neil, congratulations on a great run. I have enjoyed you being my friend, and congratulations.
When you came back in 2002, you assured me that everything was going to be okay and that my career was going to be just fine and that everybody around me, we were going to be fine. And now what I want to tell you as you move on to this next chapter, everything's going to be just fine. Everything's going to be perfect for you. You're going to have more time to do whatever it is that you want to do. Love you, buddy. Thanks for everything.
Tony Turner is looking down and say, kid, job well done. Congratulations. We'll see you soon, Neil.